Hello students, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to give you 6 latest defense updates. Number 1, IAF may consider off-the-shelf purchase of 5th gen fighters. At the India Conclave 2025, Air Chief Marshal AP Singh, Chief of the Air Staff of the Indian Air Force, made a significant statement about the IAF's potential response to evolving regional threats, particularly the possibility of Pakistan acquiring 5th generation fighter jets. While emphasizing India's commitment to its indigenous Advanced Medium Combat Aircraft, that is AMCA program, the Chief Air Marshal hinted the possibility of an off-the-shelf purchase of foreign 5th generation fighters as a stopgap measure if the strategic balance in South Asia shifts dramatically. Next, private sector to address PC-7 fleet issues. In a significant development for India's defense aviation sector, the Indian Air Force has enlisted the expertise of private sector companies to tackle persistent technical issues plaguing its fleet of Pilatus PC-7 Mk2 basic trainer aircraft stationed at the prestigious Air Force Academy in Dundigal, Hyderabad. These aircraft form the backbone of the IAF's Stage 1 pilot training program. However, recurring equipment malfunctions, particularly engine oil leaks, have raised concerns about the safety and efficiency of this critical training infrastructure. This collaboration with private firms makes a shift toward leveraging domestic industry capabilities to bolster operational readiness amid a backdrop of stalled procurement plans and audit revelations. The Pilatus PC-7 Mk2, a Swiss-manufactured turboprop trainer, was inducted into the IAF in May 2013 to address a pressing need for modern basic trainers following the grounding of the indigenous HPT-32 fleet in 2009 due to safety issues. Next, IAF fighter fleet could be same as Pakistan Air Force by 2035. Indian Air Force stands at a critical juncture as it navigates the modernization of its fighter fleet amidst a rapidly evolving regional security landscape. According to a projection by the India Today group, the IAF's fighter squadrons could plummet to as low as 25 by 2035 if the planned phasing out of aging platforms like the Jaguar MiG-29 and Mirage 2000 squadron proceeds over the next decade without sufficient replacements. The number would bring the IAF's squadron strength on par with the Pakistan Air Force, which currently operates 25 squadrons, a concerning prospects given India's broader strategic commitments, including countering China along the line of actual control. However, the projection paints only a partial picture as it does not account for additional procurements and indigenous programs that could bolster the IAF's capability in the coming years. Next, should IAF cancel the order and prioritize LCH Prachand procurement? The Indian Army has been bolstering its capabilities to address modern warfare challenges, particularly in high altitude and contested regions like the line of actual control with China and the line of control with Pakistan. A critical part of this modernization includes the acquisition of attack helicopters, which are essential for providing close air support, reconnaissance, and precision strikes in diverse terrains. However, delays in the delivery of 6 Boeing AH-64E Apache helicopters from the US have raised questions about whether the Indian Army should reconsider its reliance on foreign platforms and instead focus on accelerating the procurement of the indigenously developed light combat helicopter Prachand manufactured by HAL. Next, gearing up for Vikram 1's maiden launch. Skyroot Aerospace, a pioneering private space company from India, is on the brink of making history with the preparations for the inaugural flight of its Vikram 1 rocket, scheduled for later this year. This launch marks a significant milestone in India's burgeoning private space sector, aiming to catapult some small satellites into orbit with unprecedented ease and efficiency. The team at Skyroot has been diligently working on the final preparations, focusing on the rigorous system checks, simulations, and comprehensive analysis. A critical component under scrutiny is the carbon composite payload fairing, designed to protect the satellites during the ascent through Earth's atmosphere. The fairing is crucial for ensuring that the small satellites reach their intended orbits unscathed. Next, private sector's calls for Aero India to shift from Bengaluru. Aero India, Asia's premier air show and a flagship event showcasing India's aerospace prowess, has long been synonymous with Bengaluru, hosted at the Yelahanka Air Force Station since its inception in 1996. However, a growing chorus of private sector companies, key stakeholders in the biennial exhibition, has begun pressing the Indian Air Force and the Ministry of Defence to relocate the event, citing persistent constraints in exhibition space and the chaos of Bengaluru's notorious traffic during the show. These firms argue that the city's infrastructure is buckling under the event's expanding scale, hampering its potential as a global aerospace platform. Thank you. For private companies, Aero India is critical opportunity to display cutting-edge technologies, pitch products to the IAF and international buyers, and forge partnership. Yet the Yelahanka venue's limited space has become a sticking point with each edition, most recently Aero India 2023, seeing a surge of exhibitors including startups, MSMEs, and the global giants like Boeing and Airbus. The exhibition area is increasingly overcrowded. Thank you.